Hump day. We have made it to Wednesday, halfway through the week, and I thought I would just jump on this morning, test out my new PC, so hopefully it's working well, and be able to turn some cards, or maybe just turn a card for the day. If you've got any questions, if there's something you'd like, maybe just a general card, please let me know. I'd love to have a go. Good morning, Leanne. I was wondering who'd be about at 8:44. Good to see you. Oh, surprised myself this morning to be up and about and sorted. So, yes, stranger things have happened. It's a bit chilly, but I have my new room set up now. So, let's have a look. Let's have a look at some cards. Good morning, Linda. How are you? Just trying to see here and just check that this is working. So just be patient with me just for a minute. Let's have a look. Yes, it's working. How fabulous is that? All right. Oh yes, let's turn some cards. That would be fantastic. Yes, it's working. How fabulous is that? Oh, look, now I can hear myself. All right, Leanne, let's turn a card for you first. Hello, Rosalie. All right. These cards have been a bit dangerous lately. They've been pretty spot on, as always. Like you all know, they're getting pretty old. A bit like me, falling apart. All right, let's have a look first. So, Leanne, let's see. Oh, you're on holidays. How nice is that? Oh, I'm going to dig in here for this one for you. Have a look at this. It's the shadow card for you, Leanne. Now, this one's very interesting. This is saying here that for a little while you may have felt as if you're in hibernation, that you're in the dark. I guess with winter that's not helping, but maybe not seeing everything, maybe not seeing the big picture. And here we've got a kind of passing of the baton. So he's moving that over and everything's going to come into the light now. So maybe things you were wondering about, maybe there's some truths you were looking for, or a situation where you could have maybe liked a little more enlightenment on. This card's going to be able to bring you that. So we're passing the baton here, stepping out into the light too. So probably getting out a little bit more. You are on holidays, so that's fantastic. But a really good card. So coming out of that maybe overthinking stage, you know, when we think about, you know, the night and the moon and just all those things that make us go into hibernation, now we're stepping out. So a good time to get out there, but also expect to understand a situation maybe a little bit better now because the light will be shone on it. So I hope that was helpful. Let's have a look. Hello, Marianne. Gemma. It's good to see everyone. I wasn't sure how many people would be online at this time. I'll have to do this more often. What do you reckon? I think so. All right. So let's have a look. What else have we got here? I should be working, Linda Johns. No, working's overrated. All right. Let's have a look. Who else would like a card? Oh, Miss Cat. Cat, you want a card. I know you do. Let's have a look. I'm going to turn one for you anyway. Let's have a look. Oh, I'm going to dig down here for Kat. I reckon she needs something. Oh, good card again this morning. I reckon we're going to be on a bit of a run. This one here is the light card. So it's saying to you at the moment, it's a bit like, you know, the light at the end of the tunnel. Quite often we're sort of in the dark and we're going down that tunnel and we're trying to get to the light. And this card's saying here that at the moment you've gotten to the light. And when we do, stopping and enjoying it, she's being in the light. She's kind of like, oh, look at this. So quite often, like I said, we set that light at the end of the tunnel and then we get to it, and instead of stopping and enjoying it, we set the next goal, we set the next thing, and then we're back in the tunnel again. So maybe just enjoying the things that you have achieved at the moment. It's a wonderful day to actually step outside in the sun for 10 minutes and warm the bones. But this is just saying here, stepping into the light now. So a really good card. I love it. Yes, Rosalie, I can turn you a card. Absolutely. And Linda? Oh, good. Good, good, good. And Angela? Okay. So let me just write these down, otherwise you know I'm going to get caught up here. So we've got, we'll do Linda, Rosalie, and we've got Angela. All right, let's have a look, Linda, for you first. Oh, I'm going to go over here. Oh, the sacrifice card for you, Linda. Now, this one's quite interesting. It's saying here that you've probably been going through some really muddy kind of dark waters, making sacrifices, whether that be time or money, or it can be so many different things. Maybe you're not getting to do what you love so much at the moment because you're making that sacrifice working towards something. But it says here that you're absolutely going to be rewarded. So you're going to be coming out of this really, really well, and the sacrifice in the end worth all the hard work. So things are going to start getting better. It's just at the moment, if you're still in this phase here, you're still in those muddy waters, you maybe can't quite see the results, but just keep going with it because you are going to find, I guess, that paradise or that thing that you're looking for from that sacrifice. So a really good card, Linda. I hope that's helpful. And then we've got Rosalie. Well, I now know that the buses come past at 8:50. I have lived in this street like half my life, like 19 years, and I can't tell you when the buses run. I just know that they do. All right, let's have a look. So Rosalie. I'm drawn down this end this time. Oh, interesting. This is a heart card, Rosalie. So this one's to do with the heart chakra and emotions and love. And it says here, emotional withdrawal. So with a few things around you at the moment and a few decisions that you need to make, it's really important that you take the emotion out and do what's smart. And that can be really hard to do sometimes. I guess if the situation might be, maybe you're really nervous about something or there's some anxiety there, which I totally understand. And it's kind of saying, can you take that out and do it anyway? Or maybe it's a situation with work and you're kind of feeling, you know, you want to say something or you know, you want to battle something and maybe it's not in your best interest to do that. Take the emotion out and do what's smart. A good way to think about that as well is, you know, what would you tell your best friend to do? We always want the best for our best friend and we always want them to be respected and treated well. So often we have to look at ourselves in that way. But this card here just saying, take the emotion out and try and do what's smart. This isn't forever, it's just for now. A difficult card. It's hard to do that, but often worth it in the end. So good luck with that, but I reckon you can handle that, Rosalie. I reckon you got this. All right, and Angela, I think you mentioned, unfortunately, you have somebody in hospital. Not good news. Do hope they're feeling better soon and doing well, but let's have a look. I'm going to dig through for this one. Digging for all of them today. All right, now, don't freak out. This card looks a little bit worse than it actually is. This is conflict and defeat. And it's just saying here that with this situation, you know, it's an uphill battle here a little bit. We have to get to the top of the stairs. There's a lot of things to get through. And we're getting halfway up. We're halfway there. But then he turns around because he's a bit defeated. Things maybe not going as quickly or as well as we'd like. And he goes back to worrying and back to that candle, which then burns out and he's left in the dark again. And what it's saying here, what we actually have to do is keep going with this. So at the moment, obviously feeling maybe that conflict and defeat, these are hard times when people we love aren't well, but just keep going with this. We are trying to get you to the top of the stairs. The light is there. I'm hoping that this will do better for your dad. But obviously feeling a little bit of this at the moment. And it's a blue card for the throat chakra. So making sure you have someone that you can kind of say, hey, you know what? This is really difficult. You know, we love our parents so much. And when they're unwell, you know, it's almost, it affects us, of course. But being able to say to someone, hey, you know, this is stressing me out. And how you're feeling about it is really, really important. But keep going. Yes, I know at the moment it's kind of, maybe getting news, it isn't the best, but we can get a good outcome. It's just going to be a little bit of a journey. Sending your dad lots of love and healing vibes, really do. And you, because you will need them too. Oh, I'm going to have to get better at scrolling through these messages, aren't I? Let's have a look. Amanda. Yes, Amanda, I can turn a card for you. And then I'll turn one for Ethan. Good morning, Ethan. How are you? Oh, on holiday. School holidays. All right, Amanda, let's have a look. Can I come up this way for you? Gee, it's a big card. It's the Transformation card. It is actually one of my favorite cards in my deck. It comes with a little bit of work though. So what this card's saying is you're kind of going along as, now this is just an analogy obviously, but you know, we kind of go along sometimes as a caterpillar. We know who we are, what we're doing. The caterpillar knows what he needs to do that day. And then he goes into his cocoon, and it's dark and it's scary and it's tight, and he's morphing and changing, and things around him are unfamiliar, and he doesn't know what's going on. And I guess a little bit he feels like this is the end. You know, he's in his coffin, he's in this cocoon. But then the cocoon breaks open and he goes, holy shit, I'm a butterfly. And it's kind of, this transformation card's all about that. It's saying you're not who you were 5 years ago, and you're not quite who you're going to be in 5 years' time. This is all about right now, the transformation. And it's unfamiliar, it's uncomfortable. It can be quite, you know, almost scary and have our anxieties going. But sometimes we don't realize on the other side of this, we're going to be that butterfly. You always wear your heart on your sleeve like she is here, which can make the transition a little harder, but transformation coming. So a good card, but hey, the caterpillar never knew he was going to be a butterfly. So I hope that's helpful for you today. All right, and let's have a look at Ethan. Nice weather for holidays. I know it's winter, I know it's a little bit chilly, but tell you what, these days are amazing. Do love this time of year. I'm not a summer person. All right, Ethan, let's have a look. Oh, interesting card. So this is the discontent and boredom card, all right? And it just says here, and especially I guess after having that lockdown, you're a bit sick of looking in. This gentleman here is tired of looking in the same corner of his castle. He's tired of looking at the same thing, or what he sees around him is bringing him boredom and discontent. He's like, there's nothing here, it's just a dark corner. But if he actually turned around and just looked at the situation differently, the whole world is there. You know, there's a whole little fairy tale. We've got a castle here. So this card's just kind of saying at the moment, Ethan, that you probably need to just kind of stop and go, hang on. All right, let's look at this situation differently. What do I have that I can enjoy? What are the things that I can love that, you know, are different to maybe what I wanted to do? And that it's just the chance to, all about perception. So how you see things. But just turn around. It's not that bad. There's a whole world out there to explore. Oh, I like that card. I do. Okay, so what I might do now is I'm going to do one more card, which will be just a check for maybe the whole day for everybody, maybe just a general message that everyone can take with them. I'm thinking mornings might be a good time to get on. What do you reckon? To do cards and have a chat. I think it's a good thing. Well, I'm going to try anyway. Let's see how I go. All right, just a general card for everyone. Okay, oh no, I'm coming back up here again. Oh, we're very lucky today. Let's take this one. This is the waiting game card, and it just says here, for a little while you might be feeling as if you've been cutting the same laps, going around in circles, waiting for things, you know, waiting for that person, waiting for that job, excuse me, waiting for you know, all different results to come through. And it's saying here that the waiting game's over. Time's no longer going to be slipping away. We're actually going to feel like we're growing things now. It is a purple card here, so for the third eye. So these are things that you could obviously maybe see or you are waiting to come along. But here, stopping cutting the same lapse and making some change. So it's a really good card, especially for those of you that are a bit like me, maybe a little bit impatient. Good news saying that things are going to start coming around. So how good is that? Oh, I'm loving this. This is so much fun. You guys have been great. And thank you to everyone. You've made my morning. This has been wonderful. All right, well, I'm glad the technology worked, and I'm going to check that it all went through well, and I hope everybody could hear me. But I do wish you all the most amazing day. Stay safe, look after yourselves, do something you love, even if it's just a cup of tea out in the sun, or, you know, read a chapter of your favorite book or something like that. But have a great day. I'm off to band practice. And